A Communicative Approach to the TOEIC L&R Test. Book 3, Advanced, by Teruhiko Kadoyama and Simon Capper. Narrated by
Rachel Walzer,
Guy Perryman,
Sarah Greaves,
Neil DeMar,
and Jack Merluzzi. Published by Seibido. Unit 1. Restaurants. Vocabulary. 1. Flavor. 2. Anniversary. 3. Banquet. 4. Server. 5. Vegetarian. 6. Ultimate. 7. Buffet. 8. Capacity. 9. Treat. 10. Cuisine. Part 1. You will hear 4 statements about a picture. Listen and choose the statement that best describes the picture. Number 1. A. A bartender is putting on a bow tie. B. A bartender is wearing glasses. C. A bartender is pouring a cocktail into a glass. D. A bartender is tasting a glass of wine. Part 2. You will hear a question or statement and 3 responses. Listen carefully and choose the best response to each question. Number 2.
why is the restaurant closed?
A.
Yes, this is my favorite restaurant.
B.
The food was delicious.
C.
It's been booked out for tonight.
Number 3.
How many people are there in your party?
A.
We'd like to host a party.
B.
4 of us.
C.
We manage 3 restaurants.
Number 4.
why don't we grab lunch at that new burger place?
A.
Good idea. I've been wanting to try that place.
B.
Because I love burgers.
C.
Sure, I'll prepare tomorrow's lunch for you.
Number 5.
What would you like to have for your main course?
A.
I'd like the T-bone steak with a baked potato.
B.
Well done, please.
C.
There's always room for dessert.
Part 3. You will hear a conversation between 2 people. Listen carefully and choose the best answer to each question. There are 3 questions about the conversation. Questions 6 through 8 refer to the following telephone conversation.
Hello, Colonel Jasper's Bar and Grill.
Oh, hello. I was wondering if you could help me. Do you have any function rooms available for private hire? I'd like to plan a surprise party for my husband.
Yes, we have the Colonel's suite. What did you have in mind? Are you thinking of a sit-down dinner course or just drinks?
A sit-down course for about 16 people on the 18th of next month, from about 7.
That's fine. The suite is available and has a sit-down capacity of 22, so no problem there.
Sounds great.
Number 6. What are the speakers discussing? Number 7. What does the woman say to the man? Number 8. Which of the following is true about the Colonel's suite? Part 4. You will hear a short talk and read 3 questions about the talk. The questions will be followed by 4 answers. Choose the best answer to each question. Questions 9 through 11 refer to the following announcement.
Have you thought about what to do for lunch today? Here at Colonel Jasper's in downtown Bristol, we're celebrating our 30th anniversary and have some great new menu ideas just waiting for you. Isn't the Colonel's a steak place, I hear you ask? Of course we are. We have the best steaks at the best prices, but we have so much more for every taste and every occasion. We're introducing our new salad bar, a new range of pasta specials, and this month, we're trialing a whole host of vegetarian and vegan options. So come and join us. We'll make our anniversary a happy one for you too.
Number 9. What is Colonel Jasper's celebrating? Number 10. What is not mentioned in the announcement? Number 11. Which of the following is true about the restaurant? Unit 2. Offices. Vocabulary. 1. Branch. 2. Proposal. 3. Furnished. 4. Refurbish. 5. On-site. 6. Workshop. 7. Facility. 8. Boast. 9. Contract. 10. Warehouse. Part 1. You will hear 4 statements about a picture. Listen and choose the statement that best describes the picture. Number 1. A.
A monitor is next to the window.
B.
A stool has been pushed under the desk.
C.
A houseplant is placed on the desk.
D.
Some books have been left on top of the keyboard.
Part 2. You will hear a question or statement and 3 responses. Listen carefully and choose the best response to each question. Number 2.
Did you photocopy the documents for the meeting this afternoon?
A.
Oh, that would be great, thanks.
B.
Yes, they're right here.
C.
Yes, they did it for the meeting.
Number 3.
Are you available at 1 o'clock tomorrow for a short meeting?
A.
Yes, other sizes are available on request.
B.
It was nice meeting you.
C.
Sure, where shall we meet?
Number 4.
What time is the workshop on the new security policy?
A.
Haven't you heard? It was cancelled.
B.
Yes, it was held yesterday.
C.
10 people attended the workshop.
Number 5.
Is he in charge of this sales campaign?
A.
We're all geared up for the new sales campaign.
B.
Yes, I'm in charge.
C.
Sorry, I have no idea.
Part 3. You will hear a conversation between 2 people. Listen carefully and choose the best answer to each question. There are 3 questions about the conversation. Questions 6 through 8 refer to the following conversation.
Oh, Fareed, before you go, could you ask Sarah to come and see me?
Yes, of course. Can I tell her what it's about?
Yes, I have some questions about the Bianchi contract. I just want to make sure she's aware of the legal situation.
Oh, I'm sure she's on top of it, but I'll send her up right away.
Number 6. Who most likely is Sarah? Number 7. What does the man mean when he says,
Oh, I'm sure she's on top of it.
Number 8. What will the man probably do next? Part 4. You will hear a short talk and read 3 questions about the talk. The questions will be followed by 4 answers. Choose the best answer to each question. Questions 9 through 11 refer to the following announcement.
Attention all warehouse staff. We'd like to remind you that this weekend, the common room and changing area will be undergoing a complete refurbishment, and all the lockers and furniture will be replaced. We ask that you clear out all items from your lockers and remove all personal items from the common room area. Any personal items remaining after 6 p.m. on Friday will be removed, and if uncollected, will be disposed of after a period of 1 week. I'll repeat this message. This weekend.
Number 9. Who most likely are the listeners? Number 10. According to the speaker, what will happen this weekend? Number 11. What are the listeners asked to do? Unit 3. Daily Life. Vocabulary. 1. Compliment. 2. Merchandise. 3. Incident. 4. Reliable. 5. Insurance. 6. Generous. 7. Significant. 8. Warranty. 9. Detective. 10. Exaggerate. Part 1. You will hear 4 statements about a picture. Listen and choose the statement that best describes the picture. Number 1. A.
The woman is passing a document to the man.
B.
They are looking at a document.
C.
They are pointing in the same direction.
D.
They are facing each other.
Part 2. You will hear a question or statement and 3 responses. Listen carefully and choose the best response to each question. Number 2.
What does Matthew do for a living?
A.
He's an accountant, I guess.
B.
He's living with his family.
C.
He's leaving early tomorrow morning.
Number 3.
Can I help you carry those boxes?
A.
I like Carrie a lot.
B.
Thanks, but I can manage.
C.
Sure, I can carry those boxes.
Number 4.
Did you hear that Mark's starting a new job next week?
A.
Yes, I'm excited to start a new job.
B.
Yes, my schedule for next week is very tight.
C.
No, but that's great news.
Number 5.
Excuse me, do you work at this museum?
A.
Yes, how can I help you?
B.
This museum is closed on Mondays.
C.
Yes, I work at a restaurant nearby.
Part 3. You will hear a conversation between two people. Listen carefully and choose the best answer to each question. There are 3 questions about the conversation. Questions 6 through 8 refer to the following conversation.
I got a call from Holton's today. They said the fridge is still covered under the warranty.
So we won't have to pay anything for the parts and repairs?
No, nothing for the repairs. But we'll have to use our own insurance to cover the water damage to the flooring.
I'm really annoyed about that. A 2-year-old fridge shouldn't leak like that.
You can say that again.
Number 6. What is the problem? Number 7. What does the man say they will have to do? Number 8. Why does the man say,
You can say that again.
Part 4. You will hear a short talk and read 3 questions about the talk. The questions will be followed by 4 answers. Choose the best answer to each question. Questions 9 through 11 refer to the following telephone message.
Hi, sis. It's only me. I'm just calling to let you know that I got a call from the healthcare support service saying that Julie won't be able to visit Mom this morning. Apparently, she's had an accident and won't be able to get there until the afternoon, and they're unable to send a replacement. I'm at work all day, so if you're not too busy, could you call in on Mom and help her get dressed and make sure she has some breakfast? Anyway, call me back to let me know you got this message. Okay, see you later. Bye.
Number 9. Who most likely is Julie? Number 10. According to the speaker, what is the problem? Number 11. What is the listener asked to do? Unit 4. Personnel. Vocabulary. 1. Dismiss. 2. Evaluation. 3. Qualification. 4. Reference. 5. Promotion. 6. Workload. 7. Resign. 8. Properly. 9. Candidate. 10. Resume. Part 1. You will hear 4 statements about a picture. Listen and choose the statement that best describes the picture. Number 1. A.
One of the men is holding a document with his right hand.
B.
One of the men is pointing at a chart.
C.
They are all sitting at a table.
D.
They are all casually dressed.
Part 2. You will hear a question or statement and 3 responses. Listen carefully and choose the best response to each question. Number 2.
Weren't the applicants supposed to be here by now?
A.
Yes, they haven't arrived yet.
B.
They're supposed to apply for the position.
C.
Haven't you heard? The interview was changed to 3 p.m.
Number 3.
Aren't you interested in applying for that position in human resources?
A.
Actually, I am.
B.
Yes, I'm interested in natural resources.
C.
Sure, I'm glad to hear that.
Number 4.
Shouldn't we discuss qualifications first?
A.
Definitely. You came here first.
B.
Exactly. You make a good point.
C.
My pleasure. I was happy to help.
Number 5.
Didn't you sign the contract?
A.
No, I didn't agree with all of the terms.
B.
Yes, they were forced to do that.
C.
No, he's a building contractor.
Part 3. You will hear a conversation between two people. Listen carefully and choose the best answer to each question. There are 3 questions about the conversation. Questions 6 through 8 refer to the following conversation. So I hear you've been having some trouble recently and you're thinking of leaving us.
I'm afraid so. I mean, I like it here, but the workload, the overtime, it's just too much.
First of all, how have you been feeling? Has it affected your health in any way?
Yes, of course it has. I'm not eating properly. I'm not sleeping properly. I'm on medication for the stress.
I see. How long have you been feeling like this?
For about a month.
Number 6. According to the woman, what is the problem? Number 7. What does the woman say she is doing recently? Number 8. When did the woman start feeling like this? Part 4. You will hear a short talk and read 3 questions about the talk. The questions will be followed by 4 answers. Choose the best answer to each question. Questions 9 through 11 refer to the following talk.
There are many reasons why people may be dismissed from their jobs, but in many cases, these reasons aren't fair. Have you been fired from a job in which you've been employed for 1 year or more? Do you feel there was no good reason for your dismissal? Did your employer fail to follow the correct process? If so, you may have the right to challenge your dismissal. For a free case evaluation and consultation, call us, McTominay and Fred, on 555-2150. It's never too late, because we fight for our clients' rights like no other.
Number 9. Who is this talk directed to? Number 10. What does the speaker imply when he says,
It's never too late.
Number 11. What does the speaker imply when he says,
We fight for our clients' rights like no other.
Unit 5. Shopping. Vocabulary. 1. Voucher. 2. Purchase. 3. Refund. 4. Checkout. 5. Inquiry. 6. Forbid. 7. Invoice. 8. Issue. 9. Consecutive. 10. Complementary. Part 1. You will hear 4 statements about a picture. Listen and choose the statement that best describes the picture. Number 1. A.
2 women are assembling some mannequins.
B.
2 women are looking at some mannequins on display.
C.
2 women are arranging some mannequins.
D.
2 women are trying on some clothes.
Part 2. You will hear a question or statement and 3 responses. Listen carefully and choose the best response to each question. Number 2.
Did you ask the shop manager for a refund, or should I do it for you?
A.
Well, she's a lot of fun to be with.
B.
You can return your purchase within a week for a full refund.
C.
I'd appreciate it if you could.
Number 3.
Would you like to go shopping with us, or would you rather stay at home?
A.
I need to finish this report at home.
B.
That would be great, thanks.
C.
Yes, I would.
Number 4.
Are you paying in cash or by credit card?
A.
You can pay by credit card.
B.
Do you accept QR code payments?
C.
Can you give me your credit card number?
Number 5.
Which do you like better, this blue jacket or the brown one?
A.
Yes, I bought a brown jacket last week.
B.
I like to buy jackets.
C.
Neither. Why don't you try a different colour?
Part 3. You will hear a conversation between 2 people. Listen carefully and choose the best answer to each question. There are 3 questions about the conversation. Questions 6 through 8 refer to the following conversation.
What do you reckon then? Do you think this jacket suits me? It's on sale.
You're kidding. You're not serious, are you?
Well, yes. Actually, I thought it might be good to try something a little different.
Different is good, but that? Come on. Come over here and let me choose something for you.
Okay, thanks.
Number 6. What does the woman imply when she says,
You're not serious, are you?
Number 7. What does the man say about the jacket? Number 8. What will the woman probably do next? Part 4. You will hear a short talk and read 3 questions about the talk. The questions will be followed by 4 answers. Choose the best answer to each question. Questions 9 through 11 refer to the following announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, you may have noticed some volunteer bagpackers wearing red T-shirts in the store today. Co-op Market is proud to honor and support Abode, a great charity doing some phenomenal work to prevent homelessness. The volunteers from Abode will be delighted to pack your bags for you at the checkout. Donations are not obligatory, but we really hope you'll find it in your hearts to give them something more than a smile in return. Any donation, large or small, will be very gratefully received. Co-op Market thanks you for supporting Abode.
Number 9. What is abode? Number 10. According to the speaker, what will the volunteers do? Number 11. What does the speaker ask listeners to do? Unit 6. Finances. Vocabulary. 1. Property. 2. Raise. 3. Contribution. 4. Resolution. 5. Emphasize. 6. Retire. 7. Urgency. 8. Pension. 9. Invest. 10. Breach. Part 1. You will hear 4 statements about a picture. Listen and choose the statement that best describes the picture. Number 1. A.
They are wearing caps.
B.
The courier is using a payment terminal.
C.
The woman is paying cash to the courier.
D.
Some boxes are placed on the floor.
Part 2. You will hear a question or statement and 3 responses. Listen carefully and choose the best response to each question. Number 2.
I can pay the bill with a check, can't I?
A.
Could you check the bill again?
B.
Sorry, I'm low on cash right now.
C.
Of course, we accept checks.
Number 3.
You got a pay raise, didn't you?
A.
Who told you that?
B.
Well, I hope so.
C.
Yes, I was raised by my grandparents.
Number 4.
Are you still using the same pension fund advisor?
A.
Yes, I've been a pension fund advisor for 5 years.
B.
Yeah, I attended a fundraiser for the charity.
C.
Yeah, I haven't changed. Why?
Number 5.
The president promised us a Christmas bonus, didn't he?
A.
He did, but he's always all talk and no action.
B.
Yes, that's what I promised to him.
C.
Well, how did you spend your Christmas?
Part 3. You will hear a conversation between 2 people. Listen carefully and choose the best answer to each question. There are 3 questions about the conversation. Questions 6 through 8 refer to the following conversation and chart.
So, as I understand it, you'll continue investing in a managed private pension fund?
That's right. It suits me better to have an entirely managed portfolio. I find it too stressful to keep track of market data on a day-to-day basis.
Then you've come to the right place. We're the market leaders in managed pension investments. Tell me, ideally, at what age would you like to retire?
Ideally, I'd like to retire at 60, but maybe I'm not being realistic.
Number 6. Look at the graphic. Which plan will the man most likely choose? Number 7. What does the woman ask the man? Number 8. What does the man mean when he says,
Maybe I'm not being realistic.
Part 4. You will hear a short talk and read 3 questions about the talk. The questions will be followed by 4 answers. Choose the best answer to each question. Questions 9 through 11 refer to the following recorded message.
Welcome to the Money Card Hotline. To report a lost or stolen credit card, please press 1. For all other inquiries, please enter your 16-digit credit card number, followed by the hash key. This is the main menu. Currently, only the automated voice support facilities are available. For account balance and credit limit inquiries, press 1. For point redemption or campaign registration, press 2. To apply for a cash advance or card loan, press 3. For PIN change requests, press 4. Please note that all requests for cash advance and card loans are only available between the hours of 8 a.m. and 9 p.m.
Number 9. Who most likely is listening to this message? Number 10. What is the listener instructed to do in order to request a new PIN? Number 11. Which of the following is only available between 8 a.m. and 9 p.m.? Unit 7. Transportation. Vocabulary. 1. Customs. 2. Belongings. 3. Alternative. 4. Suspend. 5. Funeral. 6. Alert. 7. Departure. 8. Courteous. 9. Commute. 10. Pickpocket. Part 1. You will hear 4 statements about a picture. Listen and choose the statement that best describes the picture. Number 1. A.
Passengers are getting off the airplane.
B.
A staircase has been placed next to an airplane.
C.
Mechanics are attaching a staircase to the airplane.
D.
Passengers are running up the stairs.
Part 2. You will hear a question or statement and 3 responses. Listen carefully and choose the best response to each question. Number 2.
Can I ask you to change seats with me?
A.
Don't mention it.
B.
Thanks, but I'm okay.
C.
I wish I could. Sorry.
Number 3.
I hate to ask you this, but would you mind giving me a lift home?
A.
Oh, that's very nice of you.
B.
No problem. Get in.
C.
Sorry, I don't lift weights.
Number 4.
What do you say to taking a taxi?
A.
I take a taxi once a week.
B.
Don't you think it's too expensive?
C.
Yes, let's take a bus instead.
Number 5.
I was wondering if you could drive her home.
A.
Sure, it's no bother at all.
B.
Oh, could you? Thanks.
C.
Of course you can. Go ahead.
Part 3. You will hear a conversation between two people. Listen carefully and choose the best answer to each question. There are 3 questions about the conversation. Questions 6 through 8 refer to the following conversation.
Next, we have to go through customs.
Right.
So, how do we get from the airport to the hotel?
3 choices. There's a shuttle bus, there are local buses, or we could get a taxi.
What's the difference? A taxi would be most expensive, but most convenient, right?
Yeah. The shuttle bus is probably our best option. They go from outside the terminal. Local buses are cheaper, but they're less frequent, and it's a 10-minute walk to the bus stop.
Number 6. Where is the conversation taking place? Number 7. What does the woman say to the man? Number 8. What does the woman suggest they do? Part 4. You will hear a short talk and read 3 questions about the talk. The questions will be followed by 4 answers. Choose the best answer to each question. Questions 9 through 11 refer to the following announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Manchester Airport, Terminal 2. We managed to make up the time that we lost with our delayed departure, and we're arriving as scheduled. At local time, it's now approaching 6:15 in the evening. Please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the Fasten Seatbelt sign has been switched off. When it is safe to leave your seat, take care when opening the overhead lockers, as some items may have moved and could fall out and cause injury. Before leaving the aircraft, please make sure that you have all of your personal belongings with you. If your journey ends here at Manchester, on leaving the aircraft, please follow the blue signs to arrivals.
Number 9. Where would this announcement be heard? Number 10. According to the speaker, what is indicated about the flight? Number 11. What are listeners asked not to do? Unit 8. Technology. Vocabulary. 1. Emission. 2. Registration. 3. Subscription. 4. Finalize. 5. Innovation. 6. Renewable. 7. State-of-the-art. 8. Commitment. 9. Release. 10. Skyscraper. Part 1. You will hear 4 statements about a picture. Listen and choose the statement that best describes the picture. Number 1. A.
The buildings are under construction.
B.
They are building a new stadium.
C.
There are a lot of skyscrapers.
D.
The buildings are all 2 stories high.
Part 2. You will hear a question or statement and 3 responses. Listen carefully and choose the best response to each question. Number 2.
Excuse me, this computer doesn't seem to recognize my password.
A.
Of course, I don't know your password.
B.
You must be thrilled about it.
C.
I see. I think I can help you with that.
Number 3.
I didn't know the Tech Museum of Innovation is closed today.
A.
We need to encourage innovation in industry.
B.
Right. I always enjoy visiting this museum.
C.
We should have checked their website.
Number 4.
This technology is still in its early stages.
A.
I know, but it'll be put into practical use soon.
B.
Why did you come so early today?
C.
I'm happy that it's finally completed.
Number 5.
His new laptop is state-of-the-art.
A.
That's right. He really likes art.
B.
Yeah, that's the latest model.
C.
Exactly. It's no use at all.
Part 3. You will hear a conversation between 2 people. Listen carefully and choose the best answer to each question. There are 3 questions about the conversation. Questions 6 through 8 refer to the following conversation.
So, your new app is all ready to go. You must be so excited.
Yes, we're almost ready. We're just working on the release notes now, just making sure everything's clear and simple.
What are release notes? I haven't heard of those.
Oh, they're just like a publicity statement, telling people about the new product, explaining any changes, how to use it. It's important to get them right.
I see. When are you going to finish them?
Probably the day after tomorrow.
Number 6. What are the speakers discussing? Number 7. What does the woman ask the man? Number 8. When will the man finish the job he's working on now? Part 4. You will hear a short talk and read 3 questions about the talk. The questions will be followed by 4 answers. Choose the best answer to each question. Questions 9 through 11 refer to the following broadcast.
And now on Sound Joy Radio, with the time just coming up to 9 o'clock, here's the latest news. The shipping giant Dansk has today announced plans for container ships that will be emission-free and robotically controlled. The ships, which will be powered by electric batteries and steered remotely, will help the company meet its goal of becoming carbon neutral by the year 2050. A company statement referred to Dansk's commitment to the use of renewable energy and green fuel in an effort to reduce its huge carbon footprint, which is believed to be responsible for nearly 0.1% of all global emissions. Now, in a few minutes, we'll be joining David Shaw at Your Hit Parade, a full hour of the latest hit songs. But first, the traffic updates for today with Samantha Jones.
Number 9. What most likely is Dansk? Number 10. According to the speaker, What is Dansk committed to? Number 11. What will you most likely hear after this talk? Unit 9. Health. Vocabulary. 1. Symptom. 2. Chill. 3. Prevention. 4. Anonymous. 5. Consequence. 6. Physical. 7. Operation. 8. Infection. 9. Exhaustion. 10. Injection. Part 1. You will hear 4 statements about a picture. Listen and choose the statement that best describes the picture. Number 1. A.
The doctor is listening with a stethoscope.
B.
The doctor is getting a chest x-ray.
C.
The doctor is examining an x-ray.
D.
The doctor is putting a stethoscope around her neck.
Part 2. You will hear a question or statement and 3 responses. Listen carefully and choose the best response to each question. Number 2.
These symptoms will start to get better with time.
A.
Good. I'm relieved.
B.
Oh, how disappointing.
C.
Well, his skills improved with time.
Number 3.
How did your health checkup go?
A.
Once or twice a year, I guess.
B.
I need to take my kid to the doctor for his checkup.
C.
Oh, the same as always.
Number 4.
I'd like to make an appointment to get my cholesterol checked.
A.
Yes, I should get it checked regularly.
B.
My cholesterol count was a little high.
C.
Certainly. Was there any particular day you'd like to come in?
Number 5.
How long have you had those symptoms?
A.
I've known Dr. Simpson for 5 years.
B.
They started about a week ago.
C.
I have a sore throat and a runny nose.
Part 3. You will hear a conversation between 2 people. Listen carefully and choose the best answer to each question. There are 3 questions about the conversation. Questions 6 through 8 refer to the following conversation.
So, Mr. Gonzalez, we've received the results of your tests, and I'm afraid they're inconclusive. We still don't know what's causing the problem.
Right. Okay. Well, I wasn't expecting that. So, what do we do from here?
Well, what I'd like to do is to refer you to a specialist. You know, get a second opinion from someone who can carry out a more extensive scan and hopefully get to the bottom of the problem.
I see. And will my insurance cover this?
I think so, but you might want to check with your insurance company.
Number 6. What does the woman say about the results of the tests? Number 7. What does the woman say she will do? Number 8. What does the woman suggest the man should do? Part 4. You will hear a short talk and read 3 questions about the talk. The questions will be followed by 4 answers. Choose the best answer to each question. Questions 9 through 11 refer to the following announcement.
The following is a public service announcement brought to you by Radio KRV. Are you sure you aren't working too much? The so-called 996 working hour system is still practiced by some companies. Its name comes from its requirement that employees work from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. 6 days per week. But remember, working these kinds of hours can be seriously damaging to your physical or mental well-being, and in extreme cases may even lead to death. But there are wider consequences. Tiredness leads to poor decision-making and an increase in human error. Interpersonal skills also suffer enormously, and these can have serious knock-on effects for the economy. To learn more about the adverse effects of overworking, visit www.cwc.gov/health-tips.
Number 9. What is this announcement about? Number 10. According to the speaker, what leads to poor decision-making? Number 11. What does the speaker suggest that the listeners do to learn more? Unit 10. Travel. Vocabulary. 1. Bachelor. 2. Designated. 3. Reassured. 4. Reimburse. 5. Excursion. 6. Itinerary. 7. Destination. 8. Expense. 9. Overlook. 10. Freight. Part 1. You will hear 4 statements about a picture. Listen and choose the statement that best describes the picture. Number 1. A.
Suitcases are stacked on top of each other.
B.
2 suitcases are placed on the bed.
C.
Suitcases have been left open.
D.
The suitcases are different in size.
Part 2. You will hear a question or statement and 3 responses. Listen carefully and choose the best response to each question. Number 2.
Did you travel to Spain for a holiday, or was it a business trip?
A.
Yes, I enjoyed my stay in Spain.
B.
I went there on business.
C.
When is your next day off?
Number 3.
Does the price of the holiday include flights and accommodation?
A.
No, they don't.
B.
Accommodation is expensive in this city.
C.
Yes, everything is included.
Number 4.
Shall I book a flight, or do we already have one?
A.
Don't worry, I did it yesterday.
B.
Not at all. I'm happy to help.
C.
Our hotels are already booked.
Number 5.
A visit to Rome must be included in the itinerary.
A.
I like to roam the streets.
B.
That's my favorite movie.
C.
I don't think that's a very good idea.
Part 3. You will hear a conversation between two people. Listen carefully and choose the best answer to each question. There are 3 questions about the conversation. Questions 6 through 8 refer to the following conversation.
So your flight will be departing from Osaka on the night of the 15th, arriving at 4:40 in the morning in Singapore, and then you'll have about 8 hours to wait in Singapore before your connecting flight to London.
And I get into London in the evening, right?
That's right, just after 7. Also, you asked about getting an upgrade using your air miles, but I'm afraid you'll have to contact the airline for that.
Oh, that's okay. I've decided not to use them this time.
Number 6. Where does the man most likely work? Number 7. What time will the woman arrive at her final destination? Number 8. What does the woman mean when she says,
Oh, that's okay.
Part 4. You will hear a short talk and read 3 questions about the talk. The questions will be followed by 4 answers. Choose the best answer to each question. Questions 9 through 11 refer to the following telephone message and chart.
Hi, George. It's me, Ben. So you wanted my advice about prepaid SIM cards at airport arrivals. Please take a look at the chart that I just sent you. These are your options. Whatever you choose, you'll have to get a 30-day plan. But you're only there for 2 weeks, so maybe you won't need so much data. You said you have a discount voucher for GoGo Sims, but their only outlet is at Terminal 5, and it's the most expensive plan. So maybe it's best if you head for Sim Central. You could get the 13 giga plan, but I don't think you'll need so much. If I were you, I'd just get the cheapest option.
Number 9. Why does the speaker call George? Number 10. What does the speaker say about GoGo Sims? Number 11. Look at the graphic. What plan does the speaker recommend? Unit 11. Business. Vocabulary. 1. Strategy. 2. Payroll. 3. Acquisition. 4. Affiliated. 5. Negotiation. 6. Approval. 7. Complaint. 8. Layoff. 9. Share. 10. Relocation. Part 1. You will hear 4 statements about a picture. Listen and choose the statement that best describes the picture. Number 1. A.
They're all looking at the monitor.
B.
A man is talking to a group of people.
C.
A man is pointing at the monitor.
D.
They're all seated at a table.
Part 2. You will hear a question or statement and 3 responses. Listen carefully and choose the best response to each question. Number 2.
Do you happen to know if Mr. Williams is still in his office?
A.
He often works overtime in his office.
B.
Of course he did.
C.
I believe he's already left for the day.
Number 3.
I'd like to know how much time is left for us.
A.
Only a few hours.
B.
$300.
C.
Twice a week.
Number 4.
Would you mind telling me where the restroom is?
A.
Oh, make yourself at home.
B.
It's just down the hall.
C.
Sure, go ahead.
Number 5.
Could you tell me who will take charge of the project?
A.
Miss Green will manage it.
B.
They won't charge us for shipping.
C.
It's a very important project for us.
Part 3. You will hear a conversation between two people. Listen carefully and choose the best answer to each question. There are 3 questions about the conversation. Questions 6 through 8 refer to the following conversation.
Rather than getting a bank loan, can't we raise the additional finance with a new share allotment?
Yes, that's possible, but we'll need to get the approval of the directors.
That shouldn't be a problem. I'm sure they'll see that this is an attractive investment opportunity.
Let me check the regulations and bylaws before we go ahead with this. Can I see you sometime tomorrow?
Sure. How about at 3 in my office?
Okay, I'll see you then.
Number 6. What does the woman suggest doing? Number 7. What does the man say he will do? Number 8. Where will the man and woman meet tomorrow? Part 4. You will hear a short talk and read 3 questions about the talk. The questions will be followed by 4 answers. Choose the best answer to each question. Questions 9 through 11 refer to the following excerpt from a lecture and page from a manual.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our orientation program. You've been at the company only a short while, so I'm sure you have a lot of questions to ask. I hope today's session will help answer all of them. Do you have your own copy of the employee manual with you today? If you don't, just raise your hand. We have some extra copies here. Okay, now let's get started. Most new hires have questions about how and when they will be paid, so I'd like to start with that section of the manual. Please turn to that page in your manual.
Number 9. Who is the audience for this talk? Number 10. What does the speaker imply when she says,
You've been at the company only a short while.
Number 11. Look at the graphic. Which page are the listeners instructed to refer to? Unit 12. Entertainment. Vocabulary. 1. Applaud. 2. Memoir. 3. Anticipate. 4. Sequel. 5. Decade. 6. Look back over. 7. Sleep on. 8. Tribute. 9. In person. 10. Giveaway. Part 1. You will hear 4 statements about a picture. Listen and choose the statement that best describes the picture. Number 1. A.
A band is playing on the street.
B.
They're cleaning their musical instruments.
C.
A string quartet is performing outdoors.
D.
The musicians are bowing to the applauding audience.
Part 2. You will hear a question or statement and 3 responses. Listen carefully and choose the best response to each question. Number 2.
Where's the entrance to the theatre?
A.
I'm not sure. Ask someone else.
B.
In an hour, I guess.
C.
The exit is over there.
Number 3.
Why was the concert cancelled all of a sudden?
A.
I've already got a refund.
B.
It was much better than I expected.
C.
The singer has a throat infection.
Number 4.
Did you enjoy the Brazilian dance performance last night?
A.
Yes, they certainly did.
B.
No, the dancers were not well prepared.
C.
I heard you had a very good time.
Number 5.
Could I ask you to write an article on the film festival?
A.
Well, let me just sleep on it.
B.
I'm sure you'll write an excellent one.
C.
I never miss the festival every year.
Part 3. You will hear a conversation between 2 people. Listen carefully and choose the best answer to each question. There are 3 questions about the conversation. Questions 6 through 8 refer to the following conversation and seat plan.
Guess what? I got tickets to see that Red Floyd tribute act at the Buxton Theatre.
Fantastic! Well done. I'm so looking forward to this. I've heard it's a great venue for a concert.
Yeah, I've been there many times. It's a great venue, and there's such a great band, too.
Where are our seats?
That's the bad news. They were almost sold out when I logged on, and seats were only available on the 2nd floor. These were the best seats that I could get together. But at least they're near the front. Let me show you the seating chart.
Number 6. What does the man say about the venue? Number 7. Look at the graphic. Where will the speakers sit? Number 8. What does the man offer to do? Part 4. You will hear a short talk and read 3 questions about the talk. The questions will be followed by 4 answers. Choose the best answer to each question. Questions 9 through 11 refer to the following radio broadcast.
You're listening to the morning show on Radio KFI. Today we have a big surprise for you. Roy Springfield is in the studio with us right now. That's right. He's here to talk with us today about his recent book, Still All Right, a memoir. In this book, he looks back over his career of more than 3 decades as a successful singer-songwriter. As soon as our show is over, he'll be heading over to the Hatchet Books for a book signing event, so don't miss the chance to meet him in person. And please stay with us for the entire show, as near the end of the show, we'll be having a special giveaway of 5 copies of Still All Right, a memoir personally signed by Roy Springfield.
Number 9. Who most likely is Roy Springfield? Number 10. Where will Roy go after this show? Number 11. What does the speaker encourage the listeners to do? Unit 13. Education. Vocabulary. 1. Credit. 2. Thesis. 3. Registration. 4. Theme. 5. Prerequisite. 6. Questionnaire. 7. Annoying. 8. Intensive. 9. Diploma. 10. Semester. Part 1. You will hear 4 statements about a picture. Listen and choose the statement that best describes the picture. Number 1. A.
The students are gathered in a circle.
B.
The students are lined up holding their diplomas.
C.
The students are taking a picture of themselves.
D.
The students are throwing their caps in the air.
Part 2. You will hear a question or statement and 3 responses. Listen carefully and choose the best response to each question. Number 2.
Have you thought about studying abroad?
A.
Yes, he's going to study in Australia.
B.
Well, I've never thought about marrying.
C.
Yeah, in fact, I started making arrangements.
Number 3.
How many classes have you signed up for this semester?
A.
I'm still thinking about which classes to take.
B.
So far, only 1 student has signed up.
C.
She's signed up for 10 classes.
Number 4.
Karen is planning to go on to graduate school.
A.
Oh, you did it! Congratulations!
B.
What is she going to study?
C.
They graduated last year.
Number 5.
What time will today's job fair be held?
A.
Let me just check the website.
B.
In the conference room, I guess.
C.
I had an interview this morning.
Part 3. You will hear a conversation between 3 people. Listen carefully and choose the best answer to each question. There are 3 questions about the conversation. Questions 6 through 8 refer to the following conversation with 3 speakers.
Have you thought about which courses you're going to take this year?
No, not yet. It depends on how many more credits I need. But if I can, I want to choose courses that will let me keep 1 day completely free, to work on my thesis.
What about you, Charlie?
Already decided. I'm just waiting for the online registration system to open.
That's great. You're way more organized than we are.
Number 6. What are the speakers talking about? Number 7. What does the woman say she wants to do? Number 8. What is indicated about Charlie? Part 4. You will hear a short talk and read 3 questions about the talk. The questions will be followed by 4 answers. Choose the best answer to each question. Questions 9 through 11 refer to the following announcement.
Attention all second-year students. The delays affecting the rail services have caused our special guest lecturer, Mr. Neville Holder, to arrive a little later than planned. Professor Holder's lecture will now begin at 6, not at 5, as previously announced. The venue has also changed, and the lecture will now be held in Slade Hall in Building 3. Please note that the Employment Advisory Seminar originally scheduled for 5:30 in Slade Hall has now been canceled. We apologize for any inconvenience this may cause.
Number 9. Who is this announcement directed to? Number 10. According to the speaker, what time will Professor Holder's lecture start? Number 11. According to the speaker, what is indicated about Slade Hall? Unit 14. Housing. Vocabulary. 1. Prospective. 2. Ownership. 3. Landlord. 4. Criterion. 5. Liability. 6. Tenant. 7. Authentic. 8. Renew. 9. Driveway. 10. Assessment. Part 1. You will hear 4 statements about a picture. Listen and choose the statement that best describes the picture. Number 1. A.
2 workers are climbing down from the roof.
B.
Tiles are being blown off the roof.
C.
A roof is being repaired.
D.
A long ladder is leaning against the roof.
Part 2. You will hear a question or statement and 3 responses. Listen carefully and choose the best response to each question. Number 2.
How do you like your new apartment?
A.
I hope you'll find it comfortable.
B.
How did you know that I moved?
C.
Okay, what's the budget?
Number 3.
Do you want a furnished house or an unfurnished house?
A.
Yes, our house is in the suburbs of the city.
B.
Of course, they rent a furnished flat.
C.
Which is cheaper?
Number 4.
How much rent do you pay for this place?
A.
About the same as the dormitory.
B.
For about a month.
C.
I don't spend much time at home these days.
Number 5.
What do you think of this room? It faces south and gets a lot of sunshine.
A.
How much is the rent?
B.
It's on the top floor.
C.
I like working outdoors.
Part 3. You will hear a conversation between two people. Listen carefully and choose the best answer to each question. There are 3 questions about the conversation. Questions 6 through 8 refer to the following conversation and floor plan.
So, as you know, this is a shared apartment, and we're looking for 2 more people. The larger of the 2 vacant rooms is overlooking the garden. It has the best views, so it's a little more expensive.
Right, yes, I saw the garden. It's very pretty, and the room looks really nice. And the smaller one, that's much cheaper, right?
That's right. It's $40 a month less.
Well, I'm on a very limited budget, so I guess that decides it.
On the plus side, that room gets more sunlight and is much warmer in winter. Shall I show you the room now?
Yes, please.
Number 6. Look at the graphic. Which room does the woman decide to take? Number 7. What is indicated about the room the woman has decided to take? Number 8. What does the man offer to do? Part 4. You will hear a short talk and read 3 questions about the talk. The questions will be followed by 4 answers. Choose the best answer to each question. Questions 9 through 11 refer to the following telephone message.
Hi, Mr. McMurphy. This is Wendy Torrance from apartment 43. I've got a problem. There's a leak from the upstairs apartment, and there's brown water coming through my ceiling into my bathroom. I'm catching it in a bucket, but I need someone to deal with it right away. I tried calling the people upstairs in 53, but there's no one home. I need someone to come around here right away and deal with it. My carpet's ruined, and my ceiling's a mess. Please send someone quickly. This is an emergency.
Number 9. Who most likely is Mr. McMurphy? Number 10. According to the speaker, what is the problem? Number 11. What is indicated about Ms. Torrance's apartment?